A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant diplomatic move, Ukraine has announced that its officials will meet with their U.S. counterparts in Switzerland to discuss a proposed peace plan aimed at ending the ongoing conflict with Russia. This meeting comes amid rising tensions and concerns over the implications of the 28-point plan put forth by Washington, which has been met with skepticism from Kyiv and its European allies. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has expressed his intention to address provisions in the U.S. plan that align closely with some of Moscow's most hardline demands. The urgency of these discussions is underscored by U.S. President Donald Trump's directive, which gives Ukraine less than a week to approve the plan, a timeline that many view as unreasonably tight given the stakes involved. The proposed plan requires Ukraine to make significant concessions, including ceding territory, reducing its military capabilities, and pledging not to pursue NATO membership. These terms have raised alarms among Ukrainian officials, who fear that such compromises could jeopardize their national security and sovereignty. Zelensky has emphasized the importance of safeguarding Ukraine's interests in the negotiations, stating that the representatives involved are well-equipped to defend the nation's position against potential Russian aggression. European leaders have also weighed in on the situation, asserting that the U.S. proposal serves as a foundational document that necessitates further refinement. At a recent G20 summit in South Africa, leaders from key European nations, along with Canada and Japan, collectively voiced concerns about the implications of the plan, particularly regarding the military limitations placed on Ukraine. They reaffirmed the principle that borders should not be altered through force, highlighting the need for a solution that respects Ukraine's territorial integrity. The discussions in Switzerland will not only involve U.S. and Ukrainian officials, but also include security representatives from France, Britain, and Germany, who are keen to ensure that any agreement reached does not leave Ukraine vulnerable to future aggression. Rustem Umerov, Ukraine's Security Council Secretary, noted that these talks represent a continuation of ongoing dialogues aimed at aligning strategies for a sustainable resolution to the conflict. As the negotiations approach, Zelensky has acknowledged the challenging position Ukraine finds itself in, facing pressure to accept terms that may not align with its national interests. He has indicated that alternatives to the U.S. proposal will be explored, emphasizing the need for a peace agreement that guarantees security and justice for Ukraine. The stakes are particularly high, as failure to reach a favorable agreement could result in Ukraine facing a more unfavorable deal in the future, particularly if it is perceived as unwilling to negotiate. Russian President Vladimir Putin has responded to the U.S. plan by suggesting that it could serve as a basis for a final peace settlement, but has also threatened further territorial seizures should Ukraine choose to walk away from negotiations. This statement underscores the precarious nature of the situation, as the Russian military continues to gain ground along the front lines, exacerbating the urgency for a resolution. Compounding the challenges faced by Ukraine is the harsh winter ahead, which is expected to be one of the most difficult since the onset of the conflict. Russia's relentless bombing campaign targeting Ukraine's energy infrastructure has left many civilians facing dire conditions, further complicating the humanitarian crisis. Amidst these developments, a corruption probe in Kyiv has unveiled graft within the energy sector, leading to public outcry and adding another layer of complexity to the already tumultuous political landscape. The implications of this investigation could have far-reaching consequences for Ukraine's governance and its ability to effectively negotiate with external partners. As the situation unfolds, it remains clear that the outcome of the upcoming talks in Switzerland will be pivotal not only for Ukraine's future, but also for the broader geopolitical landscape in Europe. The involvement of European leaders in the discussions highlights the interconnectedness of the issues at hand, as the stability of Ukraine is seen as crucial to the security of the entire European continent. In conclusion, the upcoming negotiations represent a critical juncture for Ukraine as it navigates the treacherous waters of international diplomacy, seeking to secure a peace agreement that upholds its sovereignty while addressing the complex demands of its adversaries. The world will be watching closely as these talks unfold, with the hope that a just and lasting resolution can be achieved amidst the ongoing turmoil. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, So hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.